Hello, welcome to Moonlight Madness. Sorry this background noise. I have a flatmate that's got the news on. It's quite noisy and whatever. But anyway, this is the reading for Moonlight Madness for the sign of Earth and Sun, Moon and Rising, December 2021. We're reading with the deck that is by RAdleigh, Valentine and Doreen Virtue, the Fairy Tarot deck. We're also reading with the Enchanted Map by Colette-Baron-Reid. And we're also using the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette-Baron-Reid. These are the things we're working with. We've got the first card here. Merry Christmas. Everyone else is going through interesting times because of an outbreak in Newcastle. We've had cases here. One was in Woolworths, one was in Coles. We've had people that have not reported or not been tested and are walking amongst our community. It's not fair on the people that are doing the right thing. We're all trying to do the right thing. We're in lockdown because some idiots from Sydney came up. These two DJs who spread the virus. We didn't need it. We were doing the right thing in Newcastle. The Sydney people were not. So we should not be punished for something that they did in Sydney. We should not have allowed the Sydney people to come up here. They should have stopped the rail, the bus, as well as the ferry, as well as the plane. So we're in lockdown almost again in Newcastle, which is what this Ten of Swords represents, this lack of movement forward. This is like a weight lifted off your shoulder, an end of addiction or codependency. You're ending something, a friendship, a relationship. 10 people stabbed you in the back whom you thought were your friends. End of addiction or codependency. Then we've got covering you the Five of Swords, again, air energy. Five of Swords is to deal with usually Aquarian energy, and it's to do with 5 people in power in a job situation, dishonest associations, possibly a pyramid scheme. Someone who's been very dishonest, who stabbed you in the back, which is why you are where you are. In the past, you had the King of Cups, which represents the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. And so the King of Cups is to do with an honourable person who is a Scorpio, Pisces or Cancer, a parental figure who looked out for you. It may have started out as a friendship and developed into something deeper. They care about environmental issues, the carbon footprint we leave behind as a society, and a lover of art and music. They will look after their friends and their family. If you speak bad about them, they'll be upset with you. Then we've got the recent past, which is a release. This is the Death card. The Death card talks about an old way of life, recent past or relationship, shredding or shedding a skin, or an entire storage bin of all your old stuff that no longer serves you. Crowning you is the Sun. The Sun represents happiness, hope, teacher, teaching energy. Maybe you may be a teacher of sport, of aquatics, a teacher of swimming, a teacher of makeup, a teacher of anything, just some sort of mentor you are to someone out there. So you're teaching people how to, or you're modelling good behaviour to make sure people look out for themselves. So this is crowning you. A golden opportunity. The stars have aligned in your favour. Sunflowers always face the sun and the positivity in life. Usually teachers or mentors or both. Very loyal and caring. It's a Leo energy. It's a Leo, Sag, Aries energy. Good luck for the future. We've got Five of Wands, which is this card. This is all about competitive natures. Maybe you're in an industry that's very competition based, like you might be in the sporting arena, you may be in the singing arena or in the acting arena. There's a lot of competition, and most people will sell their grandmothers to get to a spot in society. That means that they get ahead because they're so career driven. So it says here, competition is fierce in this cinematic world. Anchors are always people are always selling their souls or kissing up to producers to get them a star place at work. So sometimes people get jobs based on who they kiss up to rather than their actual value or merit. Four of Pentacles, this is this card here. This talks about being disillusioned, managing your resources wisely, holding on to your Four of Pentacles like they were the last bit of money you're ever going to receive in your life. You may have a bit of money put in an account for a rainy day. You may be holding on to that for dear life because you're not sure of the economic downfall or the economic climate, so you're just making sure you don't lose that because that's your nest egg. It may have been you had to dip into your super. You need to manage your resources wisely, balance giving and receiving, make sure you don't do too much for a group of flatmates or a toxic group. Your superpower is you have a friend or relative, daughter, sister, partner, who is an Aquarian, because it's the grandfather, and the Aquarian is usually the grandfather of the zodiac of air. There's usually Aquarius energy, which is the grandfather. Then the teenager is the Libran, and then the child is usually Libran. Gemini is the baby of the zodiac, so you're the grandfather. You're the leader of the air signs. It talks about you being here for people, that you manage to help out other people out. You can be very blunt but to the point, and always defend the underdog and society, and a balanced person, not overly emotional but objective with sound advice. You could be the CEO of a company, or you could be the one that is the speaker for a group of people that can't speak up for themselves. You are discerning with who you give your attention to. You're very careful on who you focus on. You're very careful on who you speak to, and you're very by the book. So if you think something's wrong, you'll call it out in a work situation and go, actually it's like this, based on the evidence of this, because you've studied law. So you're very debatable. Then you've got around you, friends and family, a King of Pentacles, which is a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. Their hopes and dreams. You may have a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo around you who has your back. They are compassionate, they're gifted, they're charismatic, possibly a married man or a married woman, and they are always there. They're busy working. They're a workaholic. They're always busy doing all these things, plus being a family man, plus sticking up for people and environmental issues, because they are all about the community. Then we've got the Princess of Cups. This is who you're protecting. The King of Pentacles is protecting the Princess of Cups, who is a Pisces, Scorpio or Cancer child, with either a Pisces, Scorpio or Cancer moon placement. This person is very gentle, very sensitive, very kind and experienced, and they are a compassionate person you share your concerns with. A child, a sibling, a relative with very strong energy that wears their heart on their sleeves, may have their own private garden, and may be a writer or a fiction or poetry writer, or write romance novels on eHarmony or on ebooks by their bedside. This is the sort of person that's around you. So I'm going to clarify the next card with whether this is a partner for you, because I'm reading for Earth sign. Maybe you are going to end up with an air sign, the Libra, Gemini, Aquarian nature, or maybe you might end up with a younger Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio energy, depending. It's very difficult to know with COVID what's going to come out of dating apps, dating sites, etc. Exchanging gifts. This is Christmas, I'm guessing. Teaching flexibility. It's double reinforce that you've got teachers around you teaching you ways and methods of doing certain things and behaviours. Sometimes teachers do things one way, another teacher might do something in a different way, so that could be that as well. You have to be flexible in how you learn. You might learn in two different ways, and you have to figure out a way that works for you. This is the enchanted map. Law of attraction, like attracts like. I'm going to keep going. Oh, this is good sign. This is good. This is a mama bear encouragement card. That's nice. I like that. Again, that's the parent being a parent to the child. We sometimes need that parenting. If it's not from your mother, it might be from a friend or a mentor. Sometimes you get it from people that are not necessarily related to you by blood. Sometimes you can love your parent, but they're not the right parent for you, so you look elsewhere for it. Oh, wow, okay. Protecting your assets. This is good. You start a new job. Don't give out your tax details or your bank account unless you want them to steal from you. In my case, I just told them I don't have a computer and I'm computer illiterate, which I am. And so they can't steal from me because I already alerted work skill about their activity. So good luck to them trying to steal from me because I gave them an account that had no money in it. So I'm done with people trying to scam me. So the first card I pulled out was exchanging gifts, which is number 27. Colette-Baron-Reid. There's a lot of scammers on the internet right now. You need to be really careful. So just give them an account that's got nothing in it, that Centrelink doesn't go into, so they can't access your other types of information. And even if they try to access your super, if you've already called work skill about it, if anything goes missing, you can contact work skill and they will frame them. The law of giving and receiving is a currency, a trade-off, a weighing cost and determining value. You're entering into a very productive and enriching time when all manners of opportunities are being offered to you. You have everything you need to seize them, yet in order to honour them, you must put in the time, exchange your experience and skills, and commit heart and soul to what you're choosing to pursue. You can do it. You have what it takes to be successful if you align with the law of giving and receiving. You must engage in a dance of give and take, push and pull, doing and being. If you let fear decide your choices or guide your choices, you would deplete yourself or create an imbalance. This is not a time for you to do everything. Everyone else has to contribute as well. Use your currency wisely. Know your agency and be mindful of the values others bring to your life. Love is an exchange of life force energy between two beings. It grows exponentially when it's reciprocated. You must give and receive in order for love to flourish and abundance to flow between you. Spirit wants you to start accepting all the blessings waiting for you as well as the other gift in return. Open your heart and allow it to be filled. Let love in and let it flow out of you too. Love is truly yours today. All your hard work and efforts, your commitment to learning, creating and spending your time wisely pays off in ways you may have never anticipated. The gifts of yourself, your time, your ideas and the energy of your intentions are being reciprocated by the universe, which is sending you signs and signals, aligning synchronistic meetings and opportunities to bring success. Everything is an exchange. You keep doing what you're doing and goodwill comes back tenfold. Then we got the flexibility card, which is the teacher's card. That's the Colette-Baron-Reid, number 19. This is a teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's important. A tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane. Whereas a rigid structure like a building will come crashing down. Consider how the tree remains supple and secure when everything goes around it goes to shambles. This in regards to the recent earthquake in Texas. And this is how you need to be now, willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but it is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you too. In every relationship, it's important to be open to new experiences and learning new things. Letting go of rigidity is what's required right now. You don't always have to be right all the time, do you? It's okay to be a happy compromise. You can still get your needs met. It's a beautiful day when you meet halfway. There may be someone who's not your type who will turn out to be so special that you can easily release your old ideas about the sort of partner is right for you. Be flexible. You'll be happy you made that choice. Even though you're having a clear vision of how you're going to manifest something, what it looks like, who will share in it and what will be available to you, you still need to relax and open up to new possibilities. Spirit may have bigger plans for you. It could be a new job you hadn't thought of or a new source of money or some other opportunity. This or something better manifest for me now. That's a really good card to pull in. And then we've got in the deck, which relates to the Enchanted Map by Colette-Baron-Reid, is the encouragement. People need to be encouraged more, not grated over because things have gone wrong with COVID. Things have not gone right for people that are doing online stuff because not everyone gets things online. So everyone's being disadvantaged because of that. Encouragement talks about the card as you're being gently encouraged to step into your power, into the dream of your life. New things are out there to be explored, and the nurturing power of the universe is giving you a nudge in the right direction. You will get the help you need, and you won't be alone in your quest. Every step you take right now is supported by the wisdom of the universe. You are on the right path. And then you got protecting treasure. She's guarding her treasure with an umbrella. Number 39. Okay. This is a time of great risk. Know that at a fundamental level, you are able to move forward safely and securely. The proverbial nest egg is safe and sound, and the guards, guardian angels, and other guides are whispering to you, making you aware of their protective loyalty and presence. It is an important theme here. Nurture what you hold dear. This is a good time to strengthen bonds of friendship and ensure their integrity. If you feel tested right now, their integrity, it knows that this is a true and loyal heart, always choose its aim. Take refuge under an angel's wing. You are not alone. You have no need to fear. Embrace your courage. I had a vision yesterday of, I keep getting signs about the Queen. So someone said, oh, I'm the Queen of Diamonds. I'm like, that's something to do with royalty. And then the other message I got was a lady in waiting. The Queen has a lady in waiting. She's not well right now, and I did see back in 2019 she loses a lot of weight. She hasn't yet got to that point. She's lost a bit of weight since Philip died, but I do see her losing more weight. When she loses more weight, that's when she's close to death's door. So they're giving me a 2-year warning to say, yeah, she's getting sick this year, and we'll go downhill from here. So whoever needs to hear this needs to look out for her and look after her and make sure she's okay, because she's not coping. And who would ever cope around Christmas when you've lost a loved one, especially the love of your life, and they were soulmates. So this is why I'm saying, please, Harry, look out, and William, look out for the Queen, because she needs your support right now. This is coming from Spirit. This is a channeled, guided message that I need to tell you to look out for each other. And I'm guessing exchanging gifts this Christmas time. So you've got, okay, Earth that's you, that's the Queen. You've got an air sign or air rising, that could be Harry. And then you've got the water sign, which is William. So you've got these people around you that are trying to support you and guide you and look after you. So, reach out to the people that you need right now, because you're grieving and you need to have that support network, that backup plan, people to lean on, because you're going through a hard time, because it's Christmas and you've lost someone. There's a lot of people that have lost people over this last 2 or 3 years because of COVID. And so everyone's going through a grief process in some shape or form. And I think everyone needs to reach out to each other and maybe try and be the family that they don't have now. Like, even if it's just to buy a fruitcake or buy the toilet roll in case there's no toilet roll left because someone's forgotten to buy it, or the sugar, or put the flowers that they got given as a present out in the room to let everyone enjoy those beautiful flowers and that smell. Clean the house, or help step up and clean things that maybe that's not your job, but you do it because you want to make people feel comfortable and safe, or make someone's bed for them and make sure it's you spread your pixie dust. When you make someone's room up or their bed up, you put your own energy into that room and that bed, and that person has a really good night's sleep because you put that love into that room to make it inviting for that person to come home and feel like they're at home, but it's not their home. They're home away from home. When you're traveling, you need that sense of stability because you're between countries, states, places, or things. It's about who looks after your room or house and makes it feel like a home, makes it feel like you're secure and you're safe. That's beyond how much you pay for a room, because if someone's willing to do that without being paid minimum wage, then they've gone that extra mile because they've sprinkled their pixie dust to make sure you've got an inviting room that's been blessed by them. They've put love into that room and into that that bathroom, so when you come there you feel safe and secure and looked after. And sometimes that's all anyone ever needs, is to feel nurtured by someone else, even if it's not their own parents. If they can't get it from their parents, they get it from the place they stay at, or the people that help out in, you know, ways like massage, beauty therapy, makeup, hairdressing. It's a way to mother that person who's not coping with life. So we depend on these people, because during COVID with lockdown, we couldn't get that nurturing and that mothering and that love because of lockdown. So be self-nurturing to yourself. Have that hot bath with the salts in the bath. Do your hair. Get your hairdresser to cut your hair, or you colour your hair and do the base and get them to put the foils through with it. It's your own self-care, self-spa routine that makes you feel loved and appreciated, so you can walk out in the world with that armour on. And sometimes it's all about putting on your best skincare, your best makeup, your best look, to feel like you're able to face the world, because it's so shifting and changing right now. We can't even put a finger on what's going to happen the next 2 weeks, let alone the next 6 years. So even by just doing the routine, going for your daily walk, your daily meditation, walking, reading, writing, doing this YouTube channel, all these things is like your form of a new normal, so that you don't feel like you're missing out and you don't feel like you've lost your way to cope, way to have structure. So a structure could be when you go into a room, you remove the rubbish first and then start on the beds, or you fill the condiments up and then start on the beds and then do the bathroom. If you find that routine helps you, then I think routine is something that we all need to stick to right now, because we have no routine. There is no normal. There's nothing normal in the world right now. The whole world is on its end. It's on its tail, to the point that I spoke to a bus driver today, and she's like, I'm driving and there's no traffic, so I'm getting to these bus stops earlier than I should. I don't want to leave because someone might have come at the time I'm meant to be there, but I've already taken off because I'm there too early. So she stays for 5 to 10 minutes so that she's there to pick up the people that may have missed the bus, because we don't know what's happening with the traffic, because everyone's locking down in their own way because of COVID and restrictions and getting tested, and possibly, you know, buses will run usually late in dense traffic, but they're going to run on time or beyond on time when there is no traffic and everyone's off the streets. So everyone has to adjust in their own way. And she had her mask on and I had my mask on, and we were comparing stories, and like everyone's scared. So in Newcastle, everyone's scared of what Sydney brought up. Thanks, Sydney. We didn't need your bullshit. Seriously. Should have kept your shit to yourself. Newcastle was doing fine without you. We're the poor man's orange, but we're still a city. We're still a major city of Australia. We're one of the 6 biggest cities. We're not as spread out as you, Sydney. We're in a very small community, so it spreads quicker here. We don't need your crap coming up here. Keep your crap down there. We don't want you up here unless you're well. If you're COVID safe, good. If you've been tested, yes, you can come up. If you haven't been tested, don't come here. We don't want you. Thanks very much. Namaste.